steep. Jesus says, unless the greater wheat falls into the ground and dies, it doesn't become anything more, which is the original language. It doesn't become anything more. But if it falls into the ground and dies, oh baby, we're talking bread, you know, which is the original Greek, I believe. So it's about becoming more. So I have two kind of images for you. One, I was giving a lot of talks in London, Dublin, and Belfast, and I was in Dublin, and I was speaking at this school called, one of the places, many places I spoke there, was a place called St. Declan's. And it's a school for special needs kids. Only about 45 students, only 3 of them are girls, the rest are boys, from ages 9 to 12, and they're emotionally behavior issues and autistic and Asperger's and tough kids to educate. And so they have 45 students and they have about 30 staff, aides, teachers. So I was supposed to go there the last hour of the day and then talk to them for an hour, the staff. And so there I was when I arrived. There was a big, huge guy was in the tantrum room, and he's flailing his arms and he's spitting on the teachers and trying to calm them down with great tenderness. And then I went to a classroom with only 8 kids, but they had, double that amount of aides and stuff. But the teacher was trying to bring the kids into focus, and let's just say these 8 boys were, whoa, so unfocused. And afterwards, there I am. I'm supposed to talk to these staff. And I look at them, and they're beaten up, and they're bruised, and they're, the glasses are like this, and they got spit on them, and they're wobbly, but they're not toppled, and they're beaten, but they're not defeated. And it was so moving just to stand in front of them, and I said, wow, you are the luckiest people alive. You get to come to work every day, and your lives are saved. They're saved from your own self-absorption and obsession. You're rescued from your own cleverness and ambition. You're liberated from your own need to be right. And you're the luckiest human beings I know, because you show up at work every day and you're saved. Your lives are saved. Unless the grain of wheat falls into the ground and dies, it never becomes more. Before I went to go give those talks, the day before, I was asked to baptize a kid of a homie who used to work here called Louie. And I knew him since he was 10 years old, growing up with the projects, been in prison, all that kind of stuff. And boy, that guy didn't want to leave here. He loved this place. It was the family he never had. It was a union and kinship he never knew, certainly not in his gang and not even in his family. Boy, did he not want to leave this place. But we found him a job that obviously paid more, and his time was up and he left. And so that was 15 years ago, and he wanted me to baptize one of his kids on that Saturday, and he said, I want you to come to my brand new house. We bought a house, paying a mortgage. It's a humble house. Really simple, humble house, but it's his. And after the baptism in the backyard, he said, come with me and let's bless the house. And so I have the bowl of water, and I've got my alb and cast my stole on it. We're walking through the house, and I'm just the two of us, blessing the kitchen. He said, here's my son's room, I bless his son's room. Here's my daughter and my baby's room. Here's the bathroom. Para que todo salga bien. And then we walk into the master bedroom, and so this is where he and his wife, their room, and it's all bed, because it's so tiny and cramped. I don't know how they got this huge king-size bed in there. And it was like you could barely walk around it, and it's just the two of us. And so no room for tables, or it's just all bed, And he said, and this is where the magic does not happen. And the two of us, we just died laughing. And he'd come a long way from this little localcito in the projects to this big bad gang member to felon and convict and prisoner. To here in a family he had never known, to moving on when he didn't want to. And unless the grain of wheat falls into the ground and dies, it never becomes more. But if it falls into the ground and it dies, oh baby, we're talking bread. Amen.